My name is Ayowumi Ojo, and I will be talking about the loss of loved ones, because it's not just one person. So I remember in maybe 1991 or 2, I was in junior secondary school. That was the very first major loss that I can remember right now. The very first one, like someone feeling pain. Now, I had a friend when we went to primary school together. We were really close, and we also got admitted into secondary school together. And then even after class, every day we would talk at the balcony. We're living on different streets, but our balconies are facing each other. So every night we would talk and talk and talk. Then one morning, we also go to school together. Then one morning, I'd called from the balcony. She did not answer. So I went to turn. We're already getting late. So I saw people calling me, mama, don't, malo, sibe. I'm like, malo bao. And they said I should come. And I went to meet them. And they said, I don't want to mention my friend's name because I know that maybe a family will be watching this one day and just remember, and I don't want to ignite anything. And they said, Oreti Kulano. As young as I was, I think I should be about, I'm not 10, I should be 11 or something. And then I'm like, Oyemi, cool, what does cool mean? Kile Oyemi. And they said she died overnight. That was very first time I was having this loss. And I'm like, somebody that I spoke with. Yes, I didn't talk to her a night before because she didn't come to school, and her parents said that she was ill. She was actually a sickle cell girl. Very fantastic girl. Do you know that when I got to school, I went straight, imagine how young and my age at that time, I went straight to the vice principal's office. I was crying. And the man said, Kilo shele, kilo de. And I said, I didn't tell, he doesn't know us because, we're new in school. We were in JS1. Maybe JS1 or 2. And he said, they had to take me home, like, you can't be in class like this. Now, my friend was a very, very brilliant young girl that I loved so much. And that was the very first major loss that I experienced. And when people die, you're like, shall you marry one, shall you marry one? That was in, let me say, 1991 or 1992. Then, shortly after I left secondary school, we lost our dad. I pray I can go through this without crying. We lost our dad. My dad was one very strict disciplinarian, but he loved all of us, all his children, to pieces. And he was just sick for just about 2 days. And I remember going to visit him at the General Hospital in Ikeja. And he was saying so many things to me. And I'm like, Hello, Shelley, you'll be fine. So the following day, I was going to see him again at the hospital. And when I got into his own ward, his bed was still there. But all this crane, I don't know what it's called, that they used when they want to maybe perform operation or something, they already used it to round his bed. And I'm like, where's my dad? So when I moved towards the place, I had to pull that thing. No one else was there. And I saw my dad. He was gone. And I'm like, Mo, you didn't want lana. Kilo shele. The nurses were actually attending to some people. That guy did not see me. Somebody just said, so I was just crying so bitterly. Do you know that when I lost my dad, I actually thought I was actually going to die. That was the second major loss, my friend and my dad. Now let me fast forward to many years after that time. People that you live with and you share a bond with, and all of a sudden you find out that they are gone with the winds. Last year, 2024, I lost one of my favorite aunts. Fantastic person. She actually came to visit us, to visit my mom, her sister. And this is my auntie. Anytime she comes visiting, be rest assured that you are fine. Whether it's cleaning of the home or whatever, she's going to do all this. And then she said she lost contact with her only child. Lost contact. Because she was really, really sinking into her thoughts. So while we're still saying, Emma Ronu mo, Emma, Ironu Danko and all, she's like, Mama, me, Ironu, what's this for me? I even brought out a popular story on social media that look at this man, Ara Kosile, Bi Kosile. But then some people did not leave him, they did not forsake him, because God cannot forsake you. And she said, give me Ironu mo. Do you know that? So we had. She was the first person to finish her meal. And while I was still taking my own food, a swallow. Somebody that was vibrant, chatting with me and all, she just fell. And I actually thought, kilo shele, mommy, kilo shele, kilo shei. We had to carry her out of the house because she could not talk again. And that was the last time she spoke to me. She spent about maybe less than 10 days at the hospital. She could not talk. That was the first time, our own prayer saying was the first time I was going to see food being passed through the nose. This, my auntie's own, was the very first time, and I don't pray to see such again. Do you know that 10 days or 11 days after she was admitted in the hospital, the doctor said so many things about thinking, and that was why she was in that state. And then all of a sudden, she died. Meanwhile, a few days before that time, she was looking all fresh and me going to do she's fine. I even told my cousins, my siblings, she's very fine. We should be out of the clinic, I know. And one night, I got a message from the doctor. I saw something like, we lost her. And the English didn't even sink. Like, we lost. It took me about some minutes before I got the interpretation of we lost her. Okay, just like that. As in lost her. Okay, I want not to learn here. That was in July last year. This eats me so bad. Because one, it was not what I was expecting. Because I wanted, okay, once she's out of the clinic, somebody has to be with her. Don't forget that I said it was because she said she lost contact with her son. I know that even if the son is anywhere listening now, well, that's not my business right now. But she left. This my aunt was somebody that we all grew up with, She was my mom's immediate younger sister, yeah. That was in July. My mom lives with me, and in September, July to September should be about 2 months. She was fine. She was not sick. And one morning, I saw pictures of a friend who passed on Facebook, and I had to call somebody. Kiloshe Lagbaja. So I was talking to somebody. Kiloshe Lagbaja Morinse, and they were even going to bury that friend that day in Lagos. Juma said, surgery ni. She said, just like that. So when I was talking to that person that morning, my mom was still sleeping because it was early in the morning. Then we got into our room, our food was opened, the spoon was there, and the next thing, she fainted. So we took her to the hospital, and under few minutes, the doctor said, and I said, no, the ọkùnrin has to go and get something. Then I walked into where my mom was, the ward, and I looked at her. Okay, so I looked at her. I already knew that she was gone. So maybe the doctor didn't want to break the news, like and everything. And I looked at her and I just started talking. Don't forget, I said I lost my aunt in July, and this was September. And then I looked at her. I held her hands, just like she was just sleeping, but she wasn't sleeping. She was gone. She was gone. That's the second death in how many months? July, August, September, right? That's 2. Whew. So in December, my stepmother-in-law also left. I don't want to go long on these stories because already I can't even believe I'm crying in bits because now, do you know, in January, this very significant one, I'm going to say significant because one night my daughter and I, we just decided to pray, and we prayed so much into the morning, and then it got to a part of the prayer session, just the two of us. I saw like a vision, and I told her, this is what I saw. Guess what? She saw the exact thing that I saw. And then we decided to pray for my sister-in-law. We mentioned her name and we prayed for her. In the morning when we woke up, and in the morning, we prayed, and my husband went to school with Sam. We took him to school, and he came back, and I'm like, what is he coming back to do? He said, we lost her. The sister-in-law that we prayed for at night was the one that we lost. And don't forget that I saw a particular vision. My daughter saw the same thing, but we never had an idea that it was that my sister-in-law that was dead, that was going to die, because when we were praying, she was still alive. But I guess maybe, let me say, I don't guess, I believe that maybe God just wanted us to pray her into transition. And these things are spiritual, you know. When I now heard that, she's gone, and I'm like, oh, yeah, me gone, I want not gone, go yeah, me. Don't forget that under 6 months, these people left us. Yes, if I calculate very well, from July to January, that's 6 months. A loss will happen to anybody. It can happen to anybody. And it will trigger so much. I'm just glad I'm bringing this out, because I can tell you that each of those deaths broke me into pieces. And then it brings me back to myself. Anybody can be gone at any time. We are here this minute. Oh, I want to be this, I want to be that. Kagbele ayé ọ̀hún, kagbele ayé tó nítumọ̀, torí pé tá bá sọ pé lágbájá ti kú, lágbájá yẹn ò sí láyé mọ́ nìyẹn, ẹni yẹn ò sí láyé mọ́ nìyẹn. And when we were going to lay my mom to rest, when they were rolling her coffin into the ground, and then I looked at her, I looked at my siblings, my brother, my sisters. They were crying so much. It's not that I didn't want to cry, but the tears did not come. Because even before then, my mom she died in September. Even before then, there are times I get into the room and I cry and cry and cry. Not because I want to cry, but tí mo bá tún rò pé ẹni tájọ ń dí, tájọ ń jẹun, tájọ ń gbé, tá ń ríra. And my mom, there is nothing she didn't do for us. When we lost her dad, the only person that was there for us was our mom. That died in 1998. Till last year, that should be 26 years. It was just our mom. So the last thing on our mind was Yayo Shemaku, Yayo Liku. No. I personally even made a mental calculation of when my mom will be 80, I will be 50. You know, that's error. But when she died, one okay,
So bó ṣe máa rí nìyẹn, because téèyàn bá yìí wà láyé ló yìí wà láyé, but when the person is gone, the person is gone. I was trying to bring something out of, it was only our mom that stood, and I can say this with all of my mind, that she was that person that really, really was there. If I count, I will have counted about maybe 10 losses of their people that were there to us. This is my sister-in-law. I will call her the Deborah, the Esther. She may not be the praying 24 hours person type of the family. In fact, she wants us to, us, when I say us, I mean all members of the family. She would want us to be at a place for festive seasons. How many times do we see ourselves in a year? But this one time, let's be together. Look at what she has been doing that is still on, that brings people together like a bond. But now she's gone. We can't count nǹkan tó ti ṣe fún wa. Like, is it the moral part? I'm trying to swallow my tears, but then she's gone. All these people are gone, but they remain in our hearts forever. And Bíbélì sọ kíní kan fún wa nínú ìwé Tẹsalóníà ní orí kẹrin ẹsẹ̀ kẹtàlá. Only we should not mourn like unbelievers who do not have hope. What does this mean? As long as we live that life of righteousness that God wants us to live, gbogbo àwọn tá a rò pé ó ti kú yìí wọ́n sùn nínú Olúwa. That's if they actually sleep or slept in the Lord. We will still see again. The loss of a dear one kì í ṣe nǹkan tí èèyàn kan máa sọ pé ẹnìyẹn ṣe máa sọ pé wọ́n lose èèyàn ni kí wọ́n sunkún. Wọ́n lè máa sunkún lójú àwọn èèyàn. A lè má rí nígbà tí tó ń jọra mọ́lẹ̀ tó ń sunkún. Wọ́n ń sunkún sínú. Omi lè má jábọ́ lójú wọn. Àmọ́ tí èèyàn bá papòdà, àfi tẹ́nìyàn ò bá ní ipa tó ti kó nínú ayé àwọn ẹbí ẹnìkan, la máa ní ẹnìyàn ò máa sunkún rárá. Nígbà tí bàbá mi, mo rántí pé ibi tí mo jọra mọ́lẹ̀ dé tí mo wò pé bàbá mi ò lè kú sẹ́, bó ti ṣe kí ni wọ́n ti kú. Ẹni tí ò mọ̀ mí mi mú ẹni yẹn, bí mo ṣe ń sọ ẹni gan, ẹ lè máa wọ pé àwọn náà rántí pé ọmọ kan gbà kan bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Níbo nílé yín? Mo ní Ọjọ́ta. Ìwọ àti ta ló wá? Èmi nìkan dẹ̀ ni mo wá. That man picked the taxi, a yellow cab, right there in Ikeja General Hospital. Pé ẹ wò, ibi báyìí lọmọ yìí ń lọ, and he paid the taxi man. I don't even know the man. Ó ṣe kí ni? Ó sanwó fún ẹni yẹn ló gbé mi délé. I cried till I got to my house. But did my tears bring my dad back? No. Ṣé mo fẹ́ sọ ohun tí a là kọjá nígbà tí bàbá wa ṣàìsí? I don't want to really go into that, but I already said that the only person Tari was our mom. And same mommy had to go. Same mom had to go after 26 years. I guess she was tired. And God just said like, ó ti tó. Gbogbo wàhálà tó ṣe nílé ayé ó ti ṣe kíni? Ó ti tó. There are people that I may not want to mention that left. Ẹnìkan wà tó jẹ́ kìí ṣe Yorùbá kìí ṣe Igbo, ìmọ̀lú ẹ̀ mọ̀ sí, but Hausa náà ni màá pè. Òun ló máa ń bá mi ṣiṣẹ́ ńgbà yẹn. Kò dàgbà nígbà tí ó ṣàìsí. Tá bá lọ ra nǹkan bí èso àbí nǹkan, ó lè ní ètà fi ń ra ìdajì àpò yẹn òun lówó lọ́wọ́ jẹ́ ká ra ọmọ kékeré ni ó náà ń pé mi mo lú wọn mọ́ ó ní mo lówó tẹ́ bá ti tà ẹ máa fún mi lówó á ní ká ra àpò ó lè jẹ́ cucumber ó lè jẹ́ pineapple ó lè jẹ́ watermelon. He was that dedicated to his job. He had a bike. Ó wá pè mí jọ́ kan ó tiẹ̀ lè pè mí kó ní mommy make Samuel come down, I won't give him something. Ó lè gbé bread wá yóò kọ́ mọ́ sọ wọn ni why we have bread and you know Sam na my friend ibi tí ẹni yìí tó dáadé. Ó wá dijọ́ kan ó pè mí ó ní mommy we play ball with another kí ló kàn mí pẹ̀lú pé play ball bí tó ti play ball yẹn ṣá ó ṣèṣì ó dẹ̀ sọ fún mi gbogbo àtẹ̀mí fẹ́ lò ó pé ó máa lọ ṣe nǹkan báyìí máa lọ ṣe wá ní àpòhùn ò ní lè lọ pé torí ẹsẹ̀ yẹn ń dùn òun. Nígbà tó máa pé bí ọjọ́ mélòó kan ẹni táwọn yìí náà papòdà wọ́n ní kò gba abẹ́rẹ́ tó yẹ kó gbà sí egbò tó ẹsẹ̀ tó fi ṣáńgbà tó lọ gbá bọ́. This is somebody that made an impact. Ó lè má jẹ́ Yorùbá bíi tèmi but he made an impact in my life. Mi ò lè sọ iye ọ̀sẹ̀ tí mi ò fi ṣí store mi torí pé ẹni yìí ṣàìsí àmọ́ ó ti lọ àmọ́ ikú ẹ̀ náà ṣe kíni ó dùn mí. Mo lè ka oríṣiríṣi èèyàn tó ti ṣe kíni tó ti papòdà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. It is somebody else today. It could be anybody tomorrow. It could even be me. But the most important thing, ohun tó ṣe pàtàkì jùlọ ni wípé níwọ̀n bàtà wà níbí báyìí kí ni mo ń ṣe? What am I doing? Ṣé mo ń bu ìkún ayé ni àbí mo ń dínkù? The loss of a dear person is not something you can just scribble down without crying. In fact, mi mọ̀ pé mo lè sọ ìwọ̀nba tí mo sọ yìí gan pàápàá because I can tell you that there are times I make posts of my dad, my mom, or people that I've lost and tí mo bá ń kọ, I shed tears, not because they are gone, but for the fact that we will not see again until the coming again of Christ. Tí n bá rí ọmọ mi gbà mí ọmọ kékeré tó ní òun ò ní bàbá ọmọ kékeré. I was about 17 when my dad died. Tọ́mọ yẹn ò bá ṣọ́ra á jìyà torí pé ọ̀tọ̀ níṣẹ́ bàbá ọ̀tọ̀ níṣẹ́ ìyá. Ṣé wá rí nígbà tí ẹnìkan bá papòdà nínú àwọn méjèèjì yìí tí àwọn ọmọ yẹn ò bá ní support Ọlọ́run, mi ìfẹ́ sọ pé support èèyàn torí èèyàn can never support you. It's only God that can support you. I don't want to go into what we faced when our dad died, but it was just my mom. Yes, it was just my mom. Our mom nìkan. Lẹ́yìn Ọlọ́run, àwọn nìkan la ṣe kíni, àwọn nìkan la rí. When my mom passed, we took her to a morgue somewhere along Okeado. Tí mo bá ti ń lọ síbi iṣẹ́ láràárọ̀, mo máa yà. Ǹjẹ́ ọkọ mo sọ fún àwọn tó wà níbẹ̀ pé ẹ bá mi ṣọ́run wọn dáadáa nípò. Ẹ tó wà níbẹ̀ ní àǹtí. Nǹkan kan ṣọ́run wọn. Bọ́dì lẹ̀ ń wò ń bí báyìí. Mọ́mì ti kú tipẹ́. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti lọ ẹ̀kan wo. Màá tún wá wò kì í ṣe àwọn nìkan ló wà níbẹ̀. Ṣé rí gbogbo wa wọṣọ wọ bàtà. When one is actually gone, you are gone. You don't have an idea of what is happening around you. Mo dẹ̀ tún wá rántí kinní kan mo ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Bàbá mi bí mo ṣe kéré tó ń gbà yẹn. Wọ́n ní wọ̀. Tó bá máa ṣe ìyàwó báyìí mi ò ní sí níbẹ̀. Inú máa bí mi torí wọ́n fẹ́ràn wa, wọ́n fẹ́ràn gbogbo wa. Wọ́n láwọn kí làwọn fẹ́ wá ṣe níbẹ̀? Mi ò ní sí níbẹ̀. Àmọ́ gbogbo nǹkan tó bá fẹ́ báyìí ni màá pèsè ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ fún ẹ. Mi ì rò sí ikú. Mi rò pé nǹkan tẹ́ni yìí ń sọ ni pé nígbà tó bá máa ṣe ìyàwó mi ò ní sí níbẹ̀. Èmi kọ́ ni àkọ́bí, mo lẹ́gbọ̀n ọkùnrin. àmọ́ ọgbọ́n orí mi nígbà yẹn torí mo kéré nígbà tí wọ́n máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn mo kàn máa ń wò pé ṣé àwọn kó yẹ kí n sọ fún wọn pé ṣèbẹ́gbọ́n mi ló yẹ kó kọ́kọ́ ṣèyàwó bọ́ mi rí yẹn sọ àmọ́ inú máa bí mi pé irọ́ o ẹ ṣe máa sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ní símẹ̀ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́fẹ́ràn àwọn ọmọ yín ẹlẹ́fẹ́ràn mi bàbá mi dẹ̀ fẹ́ràn mi bàbá mi fẹ́ràn mi. nígbà tí mo ṣèyàwó lóòótọ́ nígbà tán ní ká wá tọwọ́ bọ̀ wíwá bí kọ̀ọ̀kan bí kán fòrùka sí mi lọ́wọ́ mo kàn rántí ni pé mo wẹ́n tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mi mo wo màmá orí màmá mi torí àwọn wà mo wá rí i pé bàbá tó sọ pé òun ò ní sí ń bẹ̀ nígbà tí n bá máa ṣèyàwó kò máa sí ń bẹ̀ lóòótọ́ mo ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sunkún nìyẹn ẹkún tí mo sùn yìí àti rẹ́gísítírà àti gbogbo àwọn tó wà mẹ́ o wọ́n máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní bẹ̀ mí wọn ò mọ nǹkan tó ń pa mí lẹ́kún àmì èmi rántí nǹkan tó ń pa mí lẹ́kún pé bàbá mi ti sọ tipẹ́tipẹ́ káléyàn sọ̀rọ̀ fún mi ní 1994 kó wá di 2003 kí n wá rántí pé wọ́n máa láwọn ò ní síbẹ̀ lóòótọ́ wọn ò lè síbẹ̀ lóòótọ́ but ẹ mọ̀ wọ́n máa ní ìyàwó yẹn gbà tó ń lọlé ọkọ ló ń sunkún ẹni tó ń sunkún lọ́mọ nǹkan tó ń pa òun lẹ́kún wọ́n tó pa èmi lẹ́kún ojú pé bàbá mi lóhun ò ní síbẹ̀ kò dé síbẹ̀ lóòótọ́ àmọ́ o kò sí nǹkan tí bàbá mi ò sọ fún mi nígbà tí mo wà ní kékeré àtọ̀rọ̀ tó kàn mí o tí mo rò bí a kò kàn mí nígbà yẹn bàbá mi sọ I think I was 13 going 14 he told me about life he told me about marriage he told me about relationship he told me about so many things màá máa wò wọ́n báyìí pé ní àtàwọn ti sọ tán kó jẹ́ kí n máa lọ I guess he knew he was not going to be there for us in the family for too long. I'm the mother in my family. I'm the ada in my family. Ìyẹn ni àkọ́bí obìnrin. Gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tí bàbá mi ti kọ́ wa, màmá mi náà ń kọ́. Gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n ti kọ́ wa, ó wà ńbẹ̀ tí mi ò lè gbàgbé láéláé. Màmá mi náà gbìyànjú torí wọ́n dàgbé fún that 26 years until last year 2024 wọ́n dẹ̀ gbìyànjú. She tried her best. She did not leave us at any point in time. Wọ́n fi wá sílẹ̀. Gbogbo àwọn ẹni tí mo dárúkọ yìí, if only the dead could listen or play voice notes and all. Mọ̀ pé wọ́n á máa rántí pé ṣé lóòótọ́ ṣáwọn tí ẹ ṣe gbọ́mọ̀ ìgbà tí àwọn wà láyé. What will you be remembered for when you go? Kò sẹ́ni tó máa jù sáyé ẹlòmíràn ní àwọn máa pé 100 ó máa pé 120 tó bá dé àkókò kan àwọn ẹbí gan ni ẹ wò bóyá kí wọ́n lọ jù wọ́n sínú oòrùn nígbà tí wọ́n bá ti ń wò pé ó ti ń sùn wọn. When we lose people, when people go, when people die, do you know where they go to? Do we know where they go to? Our fúnra wa táyé wà láyé, we should ask ourselves, níbo ni mo ti máa lo etí àmọ́ sí eternity mi ayérayé? Where will I spend it? Gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n sọ ẹ̀mí wọn nù yìí, téèyàn bá sọ fún wọn pé ọdún báyìí gbà báyìí ẹ máa ṣàìsí, inú wọn ò ní dùn, wọ́n lè bẹ́ẹ̀ nìyẹn gan jà. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n dárúkọ eléyìí. Tọ́mọ mi bá dé láti iléèwé ó máa dúró sọ́dọ̀ wọn ká tó lọ gbé níbẹ̀ níta níbi store wọn. Ẹni tí ó ṣàìsàn tí nǹkan kan ò ṣe wọ́n dẹ̀ ní ojú pé ẹnìyẹn jẹun tán báyìí ló lọlẹ̀. You see, these things happen to people, and that's because we all have things on our mind. Gbogbo wa nígbà mi a sì máa ronú ó máa já scale. Tí wọ́n bá mú rubber band tó bá fà tí wọ́n fà jù ó máa já. It's the same thing with our heart. Nǹkan tá a gbé sọ́kàn ó pọ̀ débi wípé gbogbo wa kàn rìn ní àárín. Àmọ́dẹ̀rí lágbájá yẹn sìn ọ́n níta ni tó ti kú. Kí ló tó ṣe kú? I'm glad I'm able to do this, but all these people who are wanting money, they are not dead. And it's just a call to every one of us to also check ourselves. Nobody is going to be here forever. One day, somebody will also talk about me. But it's not how far. It is how well. Thank you. Orúkọ mi ni Ayowumi Ojo.